And good afternoon, and welcome inside the Grant Center here again this afternoon as it's game 2 of our doubleheader. Hi again, everybody. Zach Humphreys alongside Crispin Jackson, and happy Valentine's Day to you and yours, and we hope to make your day a little bit better, a little bit brighter as we bring you some college hoops all afternoon long here on the Averett Sports Network. As I mentioned at the top, game 2 of our doubleheader. It's the women taking the floor tonight in the nightcap. And Crispin, we were right here in the same seats for game 1 where the Averett men beat William Peace 88-39 earlier this afternoon.
Yeah, the boys got it done, but now it's the primetime game of the night. You know, the Cougars, they got a chance to have an upset tonight at home going against the Bishops that's 7-0 in conference play. And the Bishops, they start lineup is all seniors, so the Cougars got a task tonight.
Yeah, the Cougars come in to today's contest, 4-5 record overall, 4-5 in the USA South. Now the Cougars, as you mentioned, a huge task in front of them as they welcome in NC Wesleyan. The Battling Bishops have not lost a game since January 11th and are riding a 7-game win streak right now. However, Chris, the Cougars are heating up as well as they're winners of 4 of their last 5 games.
It's going to be a wild one, Zach. It's going to be a wild one. Win the G Center, things could get crazy.
So we thank you all for hanging out with us here on a Sunday afternoon. We're glad you're along for the ride today as the Cougars and Battling Bishops getting set here. Chris, what are you looking to see out of the Cougars? Of course, unlike the men, the women have actually been able to get into a nice rhythm this season. They haven't been affected too much by COVID-19, and they've won 4 of their last 5. Now, to start the season, they had lost 5 straight, so it's kind of been a tale of 2 halves, if you will, thus far for the Cougars.
I'm expecting for the Cougars tonight, I'm going to say defense. I preach it. I said it earlier when the men's play is defense, and going against the Battling Bishops, they're going to have defense when you got 3 players on the other team that can get double digits.
Actually, that's a good direction. We can head there next. 3 players in double figures on average for the Battling Bishops. Kayla Johnson, one of those seniors, as you mentioned, Chris, she averages double figures. Marina Watkins, another senior forward as well. And then Kiora Taylor, another senior. So this is a senior-led team. What does that mean when you have all of that experience in your starting lineup?
That means the leadership's there, the chemistry's there, and they can control the team on the court.
Now, as for the Cougars, they've got a couple upperclassmen in that starting lineup, but no seniors. Courtney Hunt, Cameron Lunsford, Genesis Wieters, and Raina Davis-Robinson, all juniors, but no seniors in that starting lineup. But this is a team, I think, of the Cougars that are starting to hit their stride. They've won 4 of their last 5. Although last time out against NC Wesleyan was just a few days ago, and they lost 71-54, so they're looking for a little redemption here tonight.
Got to just find your mistakes from that game and don't do in this game. But we're going back to the Cougars having not that senior class this year, but you look at players like Cam or Raina, those are good leadership players as well that can put the team together.
No question. NC Wesleyan was selected first in the USA South East Division. Of course, they're living up to expectations as they were the top in the preseason poll. Averett was picked to finish 5th. So you could say the Cougars are maybe a little overperforming to this point. Of course, a lot of season left.
A lot of season left. Like I told you before we got on, if the Cougars do come out and win tonight, that shakes up a lot of tournament play. Mm-hmm. You beat a 7-0 team in your division, then that make them 9-2. You'll be 5-5. That shakes up a lot going into this tournament, Zach.
Now Averett, when we look at the all-time series, they've lost 3 straight to the Battling Bishops as they fell to the Battling Bishops twice last year by a total of 26 points. And of course, we just told you about the other night on the 12th. They lost that contest. So the overall series sits at 51-33. These teams have played a lot in the history of the series. 51-33 in favor of NC Wesleyan. The Cougars' longest winning streak sits at 14 games over the Battling Bishops. They did that from years 2005 to 2012, so a little historical reference point there for you. Shout out to the athletic department and the sports information department for putting some good stats together.
They keep us with the history and the knowledge of the Cougars.
No question. Is of course on the women's side we've got 4 quarters rather than 2 halves, so 10 minutes up on the clock here, and of course we'll get you set for the tip, and before that we'll have our national anthem. Or check that. I guess we'll go right into the game because we had the national anthem in game 1. So let's take a look at the starters. And we'll start with the Averett Cougars. Go ahead.
All right. You got Courtney Hunt. She's a guard. She's very, she plays good defense. A good offensive player as well. We got Raina Davis Robinson. That's a good shooter. That's one I felt who gets slept on a lot, but she definitely can take her shots and help her teammates out. Then you got Shantae Bethia, a freshman but play good defense. Always gonna compete. Then you got the bucket herself. I'm gonna call her Miss Bucket. You got Cameron Lunsford. She was player of the week a couple weeks ago. She was player of the week, so she's always gonna come out and perform. Then you got Genesis Weeders, a big forward, make it hard for teams to go in the paint against the Cougars.
And we'll flip the script and take a look at NC Wesleyan. The Battling Bishops come into town, as Chris and I were talking about at the top, riding a 7-game winning streak. They're led by senior guard 5'5" Kayla Johnson from Annapolis, Maryland. Morena Watkins, another senior forward 5'9" from Clayton, North Carolina. Kiara Taylor, a senior point guard 5'3" from Annapolis. So 2 players from Annapolis, Maryland in that starting 5. Sydney Nichols is another senior guard, 5'4" from Suffolk, Virginia. And yet another senior, so 5 seniors in that starting lineup. It's Kanesia Tripp, senior forward 5'7" from Edenton, North Carolina. The Battling Bishops are head coached by Artina Trader in her 11th season. The Cougars are head coached by Abby Diop in her 2nd year. So sit back, relax, and strap it down. It's Cougars basketball coming at you next right here on the Averett Sports Network. Maybe you're catching a little hoops before dinner here on Valentine's Day. And the Cougars win the tap. Here's Lunsford. Now Hunt. Brings it over to the right side. Davis Robinson. Slings it back over to Hunt. Davis Robinson, she'll trigger a 3. Yes.
Like I said, you give Raina the ball, she gonna shoot.
You mentioned it right at the top. You gotta guard Davis Robinson outside the 3-point line. Nobody did. She hit a 3.
I feel like Raina's going to play a big role in this game, scoring-wise, just because of what the Battling Bishops have on the other side.
Ball deflected and stolen. So Cougars off to a nice start here. Davis Robinson just hit a 3. That same spot a moment ago. Nice pass inside to Lunsford. Laid it up, left it short, but she was fouled. Cameron Lunsford just lightning quick, especially in transition. Just an all-around great scorer, though, is Lunsford.
You're definitely right on that, Zach. She's definitely finding her way. It could be for the free throws or the 3-point line. She's definitely going to find her way to get to the bucket.
The junior guard, 5'4" from Apex, North Carolina. Knocks in the second. So the Cougars out to the 5-0 start here. The Battling Bishops now trying to get off the schneid. Watkins hits a long 2.
That's one of them seniors we was talking about.
Morena Watkins, one of the 3 Battling Bishops to average in double figures. Courtney Hunt can hit the 3. Not this time. Watkins had it. Raina took it away from her, and then we've got a tie-up. And the Battling Bishops will have the possession arrow, but nice job by Davis Robinson there. Tie up Watkins.
I really feel like me looking at the game, I think the Cougars saw what happened last game, and the game plan was very different.
I think so too. I think that's a good thing to point out. Here's Watkins. And the ball will stay here. That shot was missed inside by Sidney Nichols. So Cougars up, still 5-2, up by 3, 8:10 left to go first quarter. Watkins off the bounce. Passed up on an open look and found a teammate who was fouled. That was Nichols. I think the head coach, Coach Trader's telling Watkins, hey, you're wide open from the free throw line. Take that shot.
I like what I'm seeing from the Cougars. I like the aggression they're playing with. They're kind of forcing the battle and push-ups to take shots or go for the ball.
Five seconds on the shot clock. Watkins got it to go. Nice pass to find Watkins by Kayla Johnson. A little pressure in the backcourt here. Lunsford gets it across, but then she threw it away. A little miscommunication there between her and Bethea. So 7:37 left to go first quarter. Nice take inside. Nichols. Here's Wieters. Almost traveled. In fact, she did. So Cougars got out to the 5-0 start and then a 6-0 run right back at you by the Battling Bishops to take the 6-5 lead. Watkins surveying the scene. This is Kayla Johnson, the senior from Annapolis. And we've got a blocking foul. It should be before the basket, as Kinesia Tripp got it to go, but now they're going to count the hoop. A little continuation there, Chris. What do you think?
Tough call. We'll leave it with just a tough call. Tough call.
But they only do that in the NBA.
But you can see how the Battling Bishops play so together, since they all senior class. They might grew up with each other, played their each other since freshman year. So you see how it kind of plays a role in the game early.
So pressure in the backcourt that time, and Cougars turn it over. And we've got another whistle, and it's a carrying violation. You don't see that every day. Like Kiora Taylor.
Well, the Cougars finally got the ball back. I got to just take advantage of it, play it to your advantage.
Cougars started on a 5-0 run, got out to the 5-0 start, and now they've had a lot of turnovers, just like this. They get this one back, though. Look at this pressure in the backcourt. It's bothering the Cougars. Lunsford got fouled, though.
Yeah, I think the Battling Bishop game defensive strategy is double team anybody who got the ball now, and it, like you said, it's causing problems for the Cougars, because once you get double team, you can't really find that open person you're looking for.
Lunsford thought about a three. Hunt. Nice spin move inside, left it short though. Three balls in the air and it's pure. Nichols
think the battle on Bishop was starting to get on the run. I think they got comfortable.
Nichols with a steal. She'll try another three. Not this time. Wieters collects the miss. So now a 12-0 run right now by NC Wesleyan, and over and back call gives it back to the battling Bishops. We got a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here, Chris. 5:45 left to play, and Cougars got out to the 5-0 start, and now a 12-0 run by the battling Bishops. What have you seen that has sparked that 12-0 run for NC Wesleyan?
I'm going to go back to that defensive strategy of double teaming a person that got the ball and making it hard on that person. Because you see when the Cougars got double teamed, you can't really find who you're looking for, and I feel like that's getting the Cougars out of their rhythm. And another thing that's helping the battling Bishops is the scoring, the turnovers, and the fouls definitely help them a lot. The Cougars is down there for a good little minute, so that's really in the Bishops' favor, in the battling Bishops' favor.
No question that pressure in the backcourt has given the Cougars some issues. See if they can sort it out here. Need a stop right here on this side of the ball, but this shot is up and missed. Wieters collects it. Here's Cameron Lunsford. Outside to Hunt, back to Lunsford. Lunsford's going to try a three. Yes.
There we go.
Big shot there by Cameron Lunsford to stop the bleeding.
Exactly. That's a confidence booster. Get your team back in the only down ball 4 now.
As we got a tie up. Kiara Taylor's pass almost was stolen. Cougars will have some substitutions here. Heaven Easton checks in for the first time, the freshman guard, 5'11" from Garner, North Carolina. Demi Case is also checked in. Here's Easton at the high post. Hands to Wieters. Lunsford, up and in, and one.
That goes back to what you just said earlier. Lunsford's being so quick and so fast, it's hard to keep up with her.
Wieters did a nice job operating at the high post, too. When you have a versatile big, that high post area is such a pivotal place on the floor.
Very true.
You can dribble, pass, shoot, and Wieters is a triple threat from that position. That time she found Lunsford. So the Cougars hanging tough. 6 straight from Lunsford. Gets the Cougars right back.
Yeah, Lunsford and Wieters, that's a good, that's a good combo.
That's the 1-2 punch.
Exactly.
NC Wesleyan trying to answer. They got a second opportunity here. And a third opportunity. Here's Best off the bench. Misses that triple try. Case finds Easton at the high post. Easton. Over to Demi Case. Case pulls it back, triggers a three, and got it. She knocks in a triple.
It might be too early to say that, but this game might be a lot of lead changes depending who got the ball.
And the Cougars bench. We've always talked about with no fans how important it is to have that bench fire up who's ever on the floor as we got a whistle. Just gives that little added energy.
Definitely. The bench is where you gain that confidence, that thrill. Of course, you definitely need your bench. Especially with no fans, you need them.
Naisha Best checks in. This is Maisha Best. Now to Naisha at top.
Are they sisters? No. Are they sisters? Is that
I think so, yeah. Maisha and Naisha.
Okay.
Both played a big role a season ago if memory serves me correctly.
Who would have thought? Siblings playing on the same team. We got
Seen that a lot.
We got our own siblings on this. Keyshawn and his younger brother. There's a couple siblings.
And the Terrell brothers were on the other side this afternoon as well for William Peace. Cougars get another stop, but Wieters traveled after the rebound. She can't believe it. You don't see that a lot either. After the defensive rebound. Nice drive to the basket by Harrison, but she couldn't get it to go. So now the Cougars back out in front by 2. They're on a 7-0 run now. Hunt flips it up, left it short. Best floats, not this time. Harrison came away with the rebound. Look at all the second chance opportunities. Finally, NC Wesleyan gets one to go. That was Deanna Adams, the freshman who's off the bench. 10-second call in the back court. So again, that pressure.
Yeah, right. Early in the game, right now, a lot of things not. Even the Cougars got it tied up. A lot of things not going in their favor right now.
But I guess you could look at that as a positive, knowing the Cougars can play better, can take better control of the ball. They've turned it over quite a bit.
But somehow they got the game tied.
Yep, right there though, 14-all against a really good NC Wesleyan team who's won 7 straight. Here's Best. And she's going to get a whistle. Get 2 shots at the line. So Maisha Best, the sophomore guard, 5'4", from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Courtney Hunt is limping off. Hopefully everything's okay as Raina Davis Robinson replaces her.
We do hope Hunt is okay, come back. Hopefully it's nothing too serious.
I would venture to guess, Chris, that Maisha and Naisha are twin sisters too. They're both sophomores.
You say twin?
I think so.
You don't see that much often.
They're both sophomores.
Imagine if you had a twin.
Well, you know what? I've got twin sisters. So I can get a little bit of insight. Here's Case.
I got twin brothers.
Do you?
Yeah.
Here's Harrison, brings it back. Into the corner. This 3 ball's short, though, by Adams, and it's out of bounds to the Cougars. Twins are interesting creatures, man. They just... I remember when my sisters were a lot younger, seeing them how they would sleep. They would sleep in the same direction. It's just weird. Sometimes they would finish each other's sentences.
Yeah. My brothers are different. Way different.
Are they?
Yes.
So are they fraternal? Or are they identical twins?
Fraternal.
Okay. Here's Adams, missed it inside. NC Wesleyan got it back, deflected. Ball out front to Jones. She left it short. Rebound, though, by Simmons. Simmons, the freshman, off the bench. Bodies hit the floor. Cougars come away with it. Demi Case. Going to pull it back out front. Lunsford thought about a 3. Here's Lunsford. Cut into the basket. Got it to go. Lunsford just does a great job without the basketball. That time cutting right to the hoop.
I feel like we can see, we're going back to the Cougars and they're competing now. You can see just in the first quarter, there's a lot of competing going on. Even though both teams are missing shots, it's keeping the Cougars in the game.
Good defense by Bethia there.
Never gave up. Got a elbow dirty, had to grab and go get the ball.
Davis Robinson missed the 3, and we've got a whistle. And the ball hit the top of the shot clock, so that'll give it back to the Battling Bishops.
But no, I think that's what's playing a role right now. The missed shots or the missed executions is really playing a big role in the game right now for both teams, in my opinion. I don't think either team found their groove just yet.
Right. As the first quarter here comes to a close, and that's deflected. 15.5 left to play first quarter. Sometimes it takes a quarter or two to really catch your stride and understand how you're going to attack the opposing team's defense. Nichols traveled. So the Cougars can hold it for the last shot here.
I think Nichols might be limping a little bit. I'm not sure. I know she's kind of walked with a little limp back.
We'll have to keep an eye on that. Lunsford trying to get it across half court quickly and does. Reyna, great pass to Bethia inside. So the Cougars will take a 3-point lead into the second quarter. It's 18-15. Cougars by 3. Come on back with us.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot. Just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games. So it makes it a really fun environment.
I think Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Welcome back here inside the Grand Center. Alongside Crispin Jackson, Zach Humphreys here with you. 18-15. Cougars by 3. NC Wesleyan coming in 9-1 overall, 7-0 in the USA South. But as we were talking about in the break, Cougars hanging tough.
The upset doesn't sound out of the park. It's very doable.
These teams very familiar with one another. They just played 2 days ago at NC Wesleyan, where the Battling Bishops took care of the Cougars rather easily, but you know the Cougars want some redemption. Here's Lunsford. Over to Hunt. Good to see her back in. Took off the knee brace, too. Demi Case got fouled on the baseline. So Lunsford already with 10 points for the Cougars in double figures.
That go back to we saying even the Cougars don't have that senior leadership this year, they still have leaders like Lunsford that can keep the team driving when you're the underdog.
Lunsford 3 of 3 from the floor, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, so she's yet to miss a shot. This is Watkins. Johnson hands to Simmons. Johnson will trigger 3. Not this time. Case, nice box out and got the rebound. Case, 3-on-2. Got it stolen. Taylor. Nope. Out of bounds. Cougars basketball. Here comes Raina Davis-Robinson back into the game. So that pressure gave the Cougars a lot of trouble early. Looks like they're doing a much better job now of breaking that pressure. This is Hunt. Had it stolen from behind. Here come the Battling Bishops. Watkins couldn't corral it. So the Cougars by 3. That's where we were at the end of the first quarter.
Courtney Hunt's back in. I know we get to say it.
Bethea saves it. Wieters traveled. The Battling Bishops right now only shooting 28% from the floor, Chris. 6 of 21. Cougars 6 of 11.
I feel like it's been a hard day for both of them shooting-wise. No, like I said, no team got in that groove yet. But second quarter just started. Let's see what happens.
Kayla Johnson will try a three. Nope. Here come the Cougars. Lunsford in transition where she's so dangerous. Finds Hunt. Hunt. Mid-range jump shot, not this time. Wieters tries it once, tries it twice, and scores.
Ain't no like a second chance. That's all you need is that second chance.
Wieters has great size inside.
Yeah, that's something the Cougars will use in this game, advantage, into their advantage.
There's a three that goes down for Simmons. So Nadia Simmons, the freshman from Henderson, North Carolina, brings the Battling Bishops within 2.
Like we said during the end of the first quarter, we like to see the Cougars competing with a team that people feel like they couldn't compete with. You know, you go against a team that's 7-0 in your division, 9-1 overall.
Yeah, we've got a whistle. Cam Lunsford scored on the other end a moment ago. She's got 12. Natijah Pate will check in, the freshman 6'2" from Winston-Salem. Another player with a lot of size down low. She replaces Wieters. That shot's good by Tripp. Cougars by 2. Here comes Lunsford. She's got 12 of their 22. Here's Hunt. Davis Robinson, 3, you betcha.
Is that her? That's her second make of the night, right?
Second triple. Can't leave her open, Chris. She's got one on the right side, one on the left side. And we've got a tie up here. Possession arrow. We'll keep the ball here.
Just going back to Raina being that scorer that your teams need when your team down or just it feels shaky. You need a player like Raina who could just go and hit behind the arc and keep you in there.
No question. And she's a junior. You know, we mentioned a few times they don't have a lot of seniors, but another one of those leaders. Watkins misses. And it's out of bounds. We'll see who they give it to, and it'll stay here. Johnson finds Watkins. Watkins off the bounce, finds Taylor. Taylor got it to go on the baseline. All knotted up at 22.
I think it's the third time we don't saw the lead be, 3 points? Wow.
Offensive foul that time. That was an offensive foul on Pate, the freshman. But I think Pate's going to be a good one, Chris. At 6'2", great size. She'll continue to get better.
Only a freshman. She's a grinder. She passionate herself off defense, as we just saw. So definitely.
Here comes Davis Robinson.
I feel like you get pace time, let her get healthy, the knee brace come off.
Lunsford finds Hunt in the corner. Raina, 3.
Just off a little.
Here comes the Battling Bishops. Not this time. Raina had it momentarily. Cougars come away with it, though. Lunsford So dangerous here in transition. Stops and goes right around the defender. How about that move? Little hesitation, but Chris, because she's such a good shooter, able to use that fake and then get right inside of the basket.
Yeah. Lunsford is a bucket. That's Miss Bucket. She already earned Player of the Week and won it,
5:15 left. We'll keep it here. Glad you're aboard with us. Cougars playing some great hoops here in the first half. 27-22 by 5.
Just competing. I think that's the question. When you're an underdog, how do you go in as an underdog? Do you fold or do you just buck your pants up and just get ready to play?
And Lunsford's got 14 of their 27. You could say half their points. So here come the battling Bishops, trying to cut this 5-point deficit. They'll stay here with 18 on the shot clock. Cougars 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Battling Bishops 2 of 3. Take a look at the three-point line. Battling Bishops 2 of 10, 4 of 8 right now for the Cougars. So they're shooting the three well, 50%. They're 10 of 18 from the floor, are the Cougars, to the Battling Bishops 9 of 28. So NC Wesleyan has taken 10 more shots, but
Cougars are making more.
Cougars have made more shots, taking 10 less.
You want to make more shots? I'd rather make my shots than take more.
Far more efficient, yep. NC Wesleyan's had a lot of second chance opportunities, just haven't been able to capitalize.
Who you said was winning the three-point battle again? I got into the game, my bad.
Cougars?
Okay.
Cougars are winning that battle. They're 4 of 8. We got a whistle. Yeah, it's 4 to 8, and NC Wesleyan, they're 10 of 2. I'm sorry, 2 of 10.
Hopefully the Cougars get the ball back. You don't want to stay down to your opponent's side of the ball, so you definitely want to get to your side of the end.
Cougars by 5. This is a Nichols. Off balance jumper's no good. Never had her feet set. It's a tough shot.
I see the battle in Bishops. They went back doing a double team. But like you said, the Cougars kind of they found a game plan to stop it. So that's all that matters.
Case can hit the three, not that time. And we've got another whistle.
Definitely, I feel like Raina and Case, they are definitely dangerous behind the arc. They definitely got a shot when you give it to them.
Lunsford too.
Yeah. But the thing I like about Lunsford, she like to go to the paint or help people around her, and I feel like that's a big thing as well. What we said about free throws, they could change the game, right?
100%.
You need them all. You want all your free throws.
This is Sydney Nichols at the line right now. She splits the pair.
Is it Nichols, one of the seniors? One of the seniors, too. One of the double-digit seniors.
Oh, yeah. That starting lineup sports 5 of them. Here's Wieters, one of the 4 juniors in the Cougars lineup. Not this time. Good offensive rebound. Here's Wieters again. Second chance opportunity. It's a great offensive rebound by Janez Hutchison, too, Chris, who's just checked in. There's a 3.
Oh, man.
Giovanna Jones, who just checked in. Now we're starting to heat up a little bit. 29-26, Cougars by 3. Lunsford finds Wieters. Into the corner to Case. Case was out of bounds. That's a turnover. Coming up on 3 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. There's another 3, not this time. Nichols tracks down the miss. Johnson. Taylor. Taylor spinning in the lane. Lunsford with a rebound. Cam Lunsford, leading scorer right now in the game. Here's Case. She got fouled on her way to the hoop. Courtney Hunt checks back for the Cougars. Hunt got to the hoop but had it deflected from behind. Here's the three. No good. Johnson missed it. Lunsford clears. Here comes Lunsford. Coast to coast.
Off just by a little margin.
Look at Lunsford trying to hustle to get it back. Maybe a frustration foul there. She tried to steal it back. Good sportsmanship too there as she let Nichols know that it wasn't intentional. Nichols will head to the free throw line. And Nichols cans the first. Been a really competitive game here so far in the first half, Chris.
Exactly. So you know what the second half is going to bring.
We might have another nail biter down the stretch.
But you know the G-Center always bring a competitive edge out of the Cougars, men's and women's. So.
Ball was out of bounds. Cougars will keep it here. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Davis Robinson to Lunsford. Lunsford to Wieters. Wieters gonna go to work. Not this time. Hutchison and Davis Robinson were fighting for it. And Nichols came up with it and called a timeout. 1:32 left to play here in the half. It's 29-28. We'll take a quick break. Meet you on the other side here on the Averett Sports Network.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot. Just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
And welcome back here inside the Grant Center.
What have you seen from them battling Bishops that you like?
I think they've struggled a little bit shooting, but still doing enough, I think. I think they're just a balanced team, Chris, from what I could tell. Nice take by Nichols, left it a little short, and Lunsford comes away with it. I don't think you can key in on one player when you're playing NC Wesleyan. They just have a nice balanced attack.
Definitely, I agree with that. But what I'm saying from both teams is the defense on, like, from both teams, the defense, because there's been a lot of turnovers, a lot of missed shots, so both teams are not in a groove yet. Do you think it's because of how they plan on each other, or do you think it's because, maybe a little move, everybody get comfortable yet?
Watkins traveled, probably a little bit of both. I think there's been some good defense, and maybe a feeling out process too for both teams. I think early on, NC Wesleyan did a great job on the Cougars in this position right here. Forced a lot of turnovers, but the Cougars worked those things out, and as I say that, there's a turnover. So that's what happened a lot early on, as Kiara Taylor got a quick deuce. They stopped the game here momentarily to talk to the clock operator. NC Wesleyan by 1. Lunsford gives to Hunt. Might be the Cougars' final possession of the half. Wieters, little shake and bake, missed it though. No foul call, as Jones looked to be clearly fouled. Here come the Cougars though. Up ahead to Davis Robinson. It's out of bounds off the fingertips of Reyna, so give it back to NC Wesleyan. 8.3 left. Battling Bishops by 1. They look to take the final shot of this first half. Johnson going to have to hoist. Left it short, and that'll do it. So it's 30-29 here at intermission.
Upset is possible. I'm gonna keep it out there. Cougars down by 1. You in the G Center. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Cougars right there, no question, Chris. I think we're in store for a nice second half. So we'll take a break and come back, talk about some numbers on the other side in just a little bit.
At Averett has impacted me definitely for the positive. It's given me a wide range of experiences that has given me plenty of resources that I'll need going forward, whether it be on the field through athletics, working in my field in sports medicine, or just giving me plenty more opportunities and outlets through work study. Definitely giving me the best chance and opportunities I need for the future.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
Of the Averett Sports Network. The following is a production of the Averett Sports Network.
Averett's a special place because of the camaraderie amongst everybody. I feel like it's a lot of friendships that won't be broken throughout my life, and it gave me a chance to show my abilities in wrestling and in the classroom.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
Being a student athlete and an aviation major was actually a huge plus for me in deciding to come to Averett. I looked into multiple schools, hundreds of schools actually, and Averett just felt like home to me as soon as I stepped foot on campus. As soon as I stepped foot in the airport and when I got on North Campus, it was just a great feeling. Very home-like feeling, especially being so far away from home, me being from Houston, Texas. I felt like it was amazing being able to kind of see the atmosphere that they had built here and the family and really the community that they built here. You know, it really feels like you're being in a big neighborhood kind of. I really enjoy my time here at Averett so far, and one of the biggest reasons that I picked Averett was because of me being able to do both, being a student athlete and also being able to fly planes. That's one of my I think favorite things to say to anybody when they ask me what my collegiate experience has been like. I could definitely say, you know, I've been flying planes and playing football. There's not too many people in the country that could say that.
Here we are at intermission. Welcome back inside the Grant Center. And we've got a tight ball game, Chris. It's been pretty tight from the jump. 30-29 right now. NC Wesleyan clinging to a 1-point lead. But, you know, we talked about something there in the pregame show, Chris, and, you know, it circled around a conversation of how big this win would be for Averett moving forward for the rest of the season. If they were to steal one today, what would that mean going forward for them the rest of the year?
As a team, personally, I think that means to them they can compete with anyone on an even given day. And as a team, you want that confidence. You want to go out there and be like, I don't care if this team is undefeated. I don't care if this team is the worst team. I know I can compete with this team. And besides that, conference play. Going into the tournament, you know you played, you don't know what seed you could get. This might give you that seed that you want. You don't have to be that last team to play the first team. So it plays a lot right now. And like you said, only down by 1, and I feel like what's helping them a lot with that. The Cougars are taking away the Battling Bishops Big 3. So and that's a big role right now for the Cougars.
You know, the NC Wesleyan Battling Bishops are a great offensive team. Only 30 points here in the first half. And like you mentioned, they're holding down the top 3 scorers. Take a look at some individual numbers. They have nobody right now in double figures. Now, Sydney Nichols right there with 8, but other than her, Tripp has 5, and then a lot of people with 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and I think that speaks volumes when you talk about the defense here.
Definitely speaks volumes. But that go back to the Cougars defense, and that go back to the Battling Bishops not hitting the shots they want. And that's like, hey, and so the Cougars just going to feed on that, especially Lunsford with her 14 in the first half. She's definitely feeding off the missed opportunities from the Battling Bishops.
And much like previous games, it has been the Cam Lunsford show here this evening. 14, like you mentioned there, of the 29 points for the Cougars, so almost half the points.
Yeah.
Davis Robinson, she hit a couple triples there in the first half. She's got 6.
I think we're going to have to change Lunsford's name to Miss Buckets, but same thing. Same thing with Raina as well. With her 6 buckets, but she helping so much behind the arc, and that plays a big role as well. She hit 2 in the first half. You know she's going to bring more.
Lunsford shot the ball a total of 9 times in the first half, 6 from the floor, 3 from the line. She's missed 1 shot so far in the first half with her 14 points. She also has a couple rebounds to go along with it. Genesis Wieters, though, while she may not have all the points that Lunsford has had here in the first half, she's had a big impact. 4 points, 5 rebounds. It's good to see Wieters doing some work down low.
Definitely. You definitely want to try to keep that rebound battle in your favor if you're a Cougar. You definitely want to keep that in your hand.
One thing we mentioned off air, Chris, in that first half, the offensive rebound story is in favor of the Battling Bishops in a big way. See if the Cougars can do a better job in that department here in the second half.
And we're back for our second half of play. The score was at 30-29.
So 10 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. Alongside Crispin Jackson, Zach Humphreys with you. Glad you are making us a part of your Valentine's Day evening. Yeah.
I feel special.
Of course, a lot of people maybe going out to dinner tonight, maybe eating in, doing the whole movie scene. Hopefully, this is the pregame show as Bethia knocks in a bucket.
If you had a plan for Valentine's Day, where you going? What's the restaurant we going?
Well, I don't know. That's tough. A lot of good ones out there. What kind of food we going after? We're going after Italian food, seafood. What are we thinking?
Well, if you're going seafood, you got to go Red Lobster.
Oh yeah. Here's a 3.
But if you're gonna have a good time, take it to Cheesecake Factory.
Nichols missed that 3. Oh yeah, Cheesecake Factory is always a good one. So Cougars with the 1-point lead. Here's Hunt off the bounce, finds Lunsford. Open for 3. Not this time. Great defense here by the Cougars.
I think the Cougars gonna took the double team strategy out of the battering Bishop playbook.
And that pass sails out of bounds. It was not tipped out, so it's a turnover.
I like that. I like what the Cougars just did with their, okay, you want to double team our players, you want to double team your players, you want to cause some chaos on your offense.
Gave them a dose of their own medicine there. So now Bethia. Davis Robinson with it. Outside, driving. Got to the rack this time. Been so accustomed to seeing her shoot the 3 ball and got inside that time.
Yeah, she saw that she could do something a little different.
So the junior guard from Rock Hill, South Carolina will head to the free throw line for a pair. In and out, no good on the first.
I don't think we looked at the free throw percentage in the first half, but I feel like that's going to play a role in this game.
Davis Robinson splits the pair. We can take a look. So the Battling Bishops now trailing by 2. They led by 1 at the half, and we've got a blocking foul on Lunsford. All right, now we got a minute. Let's take a look at the free throws. 5 of 7 for NC Wesleyan, 4 of 5 for the Cougars. So both teams shooting it relatively well. 71% for NC Wesleyan, 80% for the Cougars.
That might be the game changer. That one free throw might could change the whole game.
The way this game has gone, it wouldn't be surprising. And we've got a whistle and 3-second call, I believe, so they didn't get it in time. I think is what happened. They'll turn it back over.
This game had a lot of lead changes, too. A lot of lead changes.
Look at Lunsford. Lunsford, another 3. This time, back of the rim. Nichols in transition, good pass. But a missed shot. Down low, and then Wieters with a block. So Tripp had a couple opportunities. Wieters with a big-time rejection on her second attempt. And Nichols was shaken up. She seems to be okay, and she'll stay in there.
Yeah, that was a hard fall. Everybody went down there to attack the ball.
But again, Wieters making her presence felt, this time on the defensive end with that big block.
I know, like you said, during the halftime, you was like, even though the points are not there, Wieters still causing havoc for the Battering Bishops.
She certainly had an impact to this point.
And that was a good block, too.
And we've got another whistle here. And it's an offensive foul on Tripp. Not sure what happened there, Chris. I missed that, but away from the basketball looked like they caught Tripp.
I can't tell you. I didn't see it myself.
Nonetheless, Cougars back with it. They lead by 2. Here's a steal. Here comes Johnson. She'll pull it back out front. Watkins. Off the bounce, floats from the free throw line, not this time. Bethea, Tripp got it back, and this time scores. So Kanesia Tripp, the senior forward, gets one to go. Ties it back up at 32. Wieters, I thought, was held inside, but we've got an offensive foul. And they've got the foul on Wieters. That's her first.
We tied up. Tied a piece.
Tied up here in the third quarter. It's been a tight ball game, though, if you're just checking in with us. It's been tight the whole way. Nice take to the basket. That time by Taylor. And Wieters turns it back over. So a little momentum shift here, Chris. You can feel it. Watkins to trigger it in. Here's Taylor. Gives it back up top to Johnson. Now Watkins. Watkins slicing through the defense and got fouled. So all of a sudden, NC Wesleyan making their presence felt here. And it's that balanced attack again. You can't really key in on one player.
Very true. They have a big 3 for a reason. So. But I feel like we look at the big 3 so much, we don't see the other players that do so much as well on the Battle and Bishop team.
Watkins, a member of the big 3, if you will. Senior forward from Clayton, North Carolina. She splits the pair here, 3-point lead. Little pressure. Cougars break it, though. Here's Easton. Over to Bethea. Bethea. Out up top to Hunt. And a double dribble. That'll turn it back over. Sophomore forward Harrison checks back for NC Wesleyan. Wieters, a near steal. Here's Watkins in the corner, driving past the defense and off the glass. Another steal. Watkins, not this time. And Easton stole it away. Good defensive rebound that time. Hunt's in trouble, though, again. And we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow belongs to NC Wesleyan.
Okay, now I see the Battle and Bishops they done got in the groove real fast. Whatever coach said during the second half, her players listen.
Well, NC Wesleyan's started with that pressure again, and immediately Coach Diop gets some ball handlers in there with Cam Lunsford and Demi Case checking in. And there's a layup by Taylor. There's another steal. This is what happened in the first half early on, Chris. Watkins spinning. How about that shot?
Yeah, the Battle and Bishops like a whole new team out here.
Just playing with a ton of emotion as NC Wesleyan takes a 41-32 lead, and we've got an injured player. It's Keoa Taylor. Hopefully everything's okay. We'll check on her when we come back.
I think being a student athlete impacts my overall experience a lot, just gaining a brotherhood with my teammates, and then with all the other teams, a big connection throughout all of athletics, and makes it fun to walk around campus and see everyone you know, and everyone comes out and encourages you at games, so it makes it a really fun environment.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past.
Quickly back to live action. Here comes Hunt. So Cam Lunsford and the Cougars got to get something going here. They trail by 9 all of a sudden. This could get ugly here in a hurry if the Cougars don't stop the bleeding. Here's Case. Over to Hunt. Hunt. Couple jab steps, gives to Case up top. Wieters gonna have to hoist. And NC Wesleyan has ratcheted up the defense. It's caused a lot of problems here, Chris.
Now I see the reason why they're 7-0 in conference play and 9-1 overall.
They flipped the switch here the last few minutes. Here's Best.
I don't think I got to ask you this question. Is that what was the team that beat? What's the team that beat the Battling Bushers? Beat the Battling Bushers.
You know, I don't think it was a Division III team, Chris. I want to say it was a Division II or I team. We could take a look at that when we have our next time out as Lunsford flies in and gets fouled. So Nichols checks back. Cam Lunsford will go to the free throw line. So Lunsford had 14 in the first half. Couldn't get this free throw to go. That's her first free throw miss. So she splits the pair. Cougars are going to need some stops here.
Definitely.
Just 3 short.
Okay.
Hunt trying to grab it, and NC Wesleyan comes away with it. Nichols. Jump shot is pure that time by Giovanna Jones. She's looked good off the bench at times, the junior.
That goes back to the big three. We know the big three, we just can't look at the big three.
So they lost one game this season, Chris, to
The D1 school, North Carolina
NC Central.
Yeah, North Carolina Central. That's a D1 school, so I knew. Yeah.
And they hung in there. I mean, 87-58. They played them even in the third quarter looking at the box score, so that's their only loss this year. Here's Best. Floats, left it short.
That says a lot, Zach. You only lost to a D1 school that's known. Yeah, that says a lot about the Battling Bishops and what they bring to the table this season.
Giovanna Jones with the rebound up ahead. Here's Harrison. 2 players off the bench right there, and Jones and Harrison, they look like they could start for the majority of teams in the conference.
Now this team is showing us why they are that 9-1 team, and why they might be the front runners when the tournament starts.
And the Cougars still in this game. I mean, I don't want to count them out. Only a 12-point game, but I get your point too, Chris, because all of a sudden they took a 2-point deficit and turned it into a 12-point lead.
It's like when this team get hot, only people that's going to slow them down are themselves.
This is Best. Hands to Nichols, and we got a whistle. They're going to get a moving screen by Best.
But going back to what you're saying, the Cougars are not down and out just yet. But I feel like the Cougars got to take advantage of what the Battling Bishops are giving them, from the fouls to the turnovers, from the missed shots. Take advantage of all of it.
I think this next 2 minutes and some change here is really important in the third quarter, Chris. What are they going to do? Are they going to cut into this 12-point deficit? Will it stay the same, or will the lead be extended? I think the Cougars got to cut this to, 5 or 6 would be nice heading into the fourth. Here's Lunsford. Over to Case.
They could use a triple. Case run off the three-point line. Case in trouble. Hands to Lunsford, and we've got a whistle. Timeout.
It's just how can you move with a team that plays defense like that? You see how the whole defense is just united. It's like if this player in trouble, I'm gonna help, and it's hard for the Cougars to move like that because like okay, everybody's locked, like everybody's clamped up, so it's like it puts you in a bad spot.
Well, we've seen here in this second half, Chris, that NC Wesleyan does a great job of turning defense into offense. They're a great trapping team. They double team. They've got some great ball handlers who could then get out in the open court, get easy buckets.
I go back, and I agree with you. The batting Bishops, they got that balance where the defense increase, the offense increase. It's not one-sided at all.
And we've got a shot clock violation out of the timeout. Cougars trail by 12. Danger zone here for Averett as Best brings it across half court. There's a steal. Cougars almost threw it away. Lunsford comes away with it. Cam gets a screen from Hutchison.
There she goes.
In and out, no good. And we've got a loose ball foul on Pate.
So do you feel like the Battling Bishops being seniors, do you think that plays a role in how they're playing now with going against the Cougars?
No question. I think, when they were down early, they didn't waver. They had been there before. They've played in a lot of games together, which I think helps.
But when you were a senior, your mindset is this my last chance. I want a chip. I want to.
That plays a role too. Yeah.
So right now the Battering Bishop, they like that starting lineup is seniors, and they like, okay, I know this is my last chance to get a championship. So everybody's on board. Even if you're on the bench, I need you on board.
It's one thing to say leave it all on the floor, but I think when you're a senior, Chris, I think you truly do. Here's Pate. That one's good from inside the paint.
You're exactly right. When you're a senior, that could be your last go route. You don't know what's going to come out there.
How do you want people to remember you? Here's Best. Nichols tried a reverse layup. Here's a steal, though. Case.
And especially when you're a coach and your whole lineup is senior, you enjoy that because you grew that lineup. That lineup been with you since they were freshmen.
And you've got a lot of leadership, and you don't have to do as much teaching and coaching when there's adversity, right? Because you've got seniors who understand what adversity is, understand what the head coach wants. As Hutchison got fouled on her way to the basket.
Then you look at the young talent you have. They teaching them like, hey, this is how it was for me. This is how you could be different. But I just feel like being a senior is just different because that's your last shot. So you can leave it all out there until you walk away with a ring. And I feel like right now that kind of motivating the Battering Bishops to be the best team they can be, not put themselves in a bad situation. So.
Speaking of young players, Chris, I think Janez Hutchison here at the free throw line is going to be a special player for the Cougars. I think she's shown a lot of versatility. As the 5'7" guard from Charlotte misses a pair that time, but good defender. I mean, she's started at times this season already as a freshman.
Yeah, you got Bethia, that's the starting freshman. That's another who has high potential.
I think so too.
Case, and
the shooter. Good shooter.
A good shooter. I feel like the Cougars, they have a lot of young potential.
Lunsford will be back for her senior campaign rather, next year.
Imagine her senior year. And she knows her last ride.
I think you'll have a nice mix of talent next year with her and Wieters leading the charge, and Davis Robinson, of course, and these freshmen who we're talking about, they'll continue to grow. They'll continue to get better.
Definitely.
Pate with a rebound.
That's another freshman we done missed out.
Yep,
Pate.
that's true.
Like you said, I think you said she was 6'4".
Yep. Can you imagine you put her next to Wieters if you go up against a team with a couple bigs? Now you've got some serious size. Look at Lunsford. So quick off the bounce.
You're not lying. That would be some, and let them gain that chemistry together. That'd be.
I could see Pate at the 5, Wieters at the 4. If you want to go big.
In my opinion, I feel like the Cougars could run the USA South with that one.
I think they could too. At the end of the third quarter, though, Chris, Cougars have some work to do as they are down by 9. We'll see if they can climb their way back here in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back, right here on the Averett Sports Network.
My time at Averett has impacted me definitely for the positive. It's given me a wide range of experiences that has given me plenty of resources that I'll need going forward, whether it be on the field through athletics, working in my field in sports medicine, or just giving me plenty of more opportunities and outlets through work study. Definitely giving me the best chance and opportunities I need for the future.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student, and I wouldn't be who I am today if it weren't for them.
So the Cougars back with it to start the fourth quarter. Deflection and a steal. Here comes Nichols. Nichols in a blur. Jump ball. Possession arrow stay here, though. Nice job by Lunsford. Had her hand in the cookie jar without fouling. Or had her hand in the cookie jar without getting caught.
But no, one thing I couldn't say. Don't fix what ain't broke, and I think that's the mojo for the battering Bishops right now. They ain't like, our defense is still causing problems. Don't fix it. Let it be.
It was a 1-point game at halftime. A really close back and forth affair the entire first half. Both teams had their fair share at the lead at various moments, but it was that third quarter push by NC Wesleyan that gave them a double-digit lead.
I don't know if it's going to be on the stat sheet or not, is that? But you see how they just move to the ball, how like every time the ball is loose somehow, some way, you see a Navy jersey there.
Right. You're right. That's something that doesn't show up in the stat sheet, those hustle stats or those grit and grind, those hard work stats. You're right. They're not always there in the numbers. 3 at the end of the shot clock is out of bounds. It'll belong to the Cougars here. So they got a second chance, did NC Wesleyan. Cougars have a lot of time. 9:05 left to play here in the game. Only trail by 9. They're just going to have to get things going here. Starts in this possession. Here's Lunsford. Bethea surveying the scene. Gives to Easton. And that's a travel as Talia Prosper, another freshman from Manassas, Virginia, shuffled the shoes. A lot of freshmen out there right now. 3 freshmen on the floor, Chris, for the Cougars.
Listen, teachable moment. You gotta get the feet wet. You know, see how they play against the big dogs. You know.
It's a close game against the top team in the conference. Nichols left it short. But again, those battling Bishops have just been dominant on the offensive glass this afternoon, too. That's another stat we talked about at halftime. They have not let up in the second half on the offensive glass. Watkins gives to Nichols. Over to Harris. Harris off the bounce. Watkins stops and fires. Counted and one. Marina Watkins is cooking here in the second half.
It's a whole different team.
Watkins now with 12 points. She leads the way for NC Wesleyan. Yep.
But not, I was saying that will make teams great. Be able to make that change from the first half to the second half. That will make great teams. You got to know how to change.
Got a jump ball in possession here. Will keep it here. Courtney Hunt checks back for the Cougars. As Prosper got some minutes there for the Cougars here in the fourth quarter. Here's a steal. Nichols. Wisely pulls it back out front. Instead, here's a three on the way. Short by Johnson, but a nice putback by Nichols.
Yeah, Nicholson, she haven't let her feet off the bricks at all. You know, I know we said she had 8 in the first half, but
and another steal here as the Cougars turning it over once more. That's been an issue.
Yeah, the battering Bishops is definitely winning points off of turnovers right now.
Nichols. Long two this time. Like a trip. That offensive glass. There's a three. Kayla Johnson extends the lead out to 17. Just like that.
Went from 9 to 17.
I knew it was danger zone when that lead got pushed to 9, 10. That's right at the breaking point, where it's going to go one way or another. And here this afternoon, NC Wesleyan took charge in the second half. Still some time. Cougars are going to have to hurry. Waiters floating in the lane. Not this time.
I just hope the Cougars don't get frustrated. He's still early in the game, not down by too much. Don't get frustrated.
Johnson, another three. Lunsford lets it go out of bounds. .550 left to play in the game. Got some substitutions here as Hutchison checks back. Pate. Bethia. Hunt. Bethia left it short. Watkins corrals the miss. She's been stellar here in the second half. Here's Best. Best gets inside, draws the foul. Rattles home a pair.
your team at least is coming back on the Cougars.
Hunt will try a three. Rebound Best. It's been a tough second half here. Really tough fourth quarter for the Cougars. Best, her three. Not this time. Hutchison, the freshman, collects the miss. Lunsford, her three. Not this time. Best clears. Coming up on 4.5 left. Another offensive rebound. Pate collects the miss, though. You mentioned it, Chris. Navy jerseys, every time there's a missed shot, are somewhere around the basketball, and they usually come up with it. Pate. Nice job working hard. Couldn't get it to go. Lunsford kicks it out. Hunt needs a three. This time it's good. That was an open look that she knocked down. Cuts the lead to 16. Under 4 to play. Johnson triggers and hits. Right back at you, Kayla Johnson. Just when you thought you had some momentum, yeah.
That's what we ain't talking about. We ain't talking about Johnson behind his arc.
Yep.
She's part of the big three as well, isn't she?
Yep. She came in averaging in double figures. She's got 6 today, both by way of the 3 ball.
Imagine going into the tournament and gotta go play them at their house. It's gonna be tough in this tournament. When the tournament start playing the battling Bishops at their house with this type of team they have.
Yeah, Watkins has 12 today. Nichols with 10. Only 2 players in double figures, but such a balanced attack. Tripp with 7. Johnson with 6. Jones with 5 off the bench. Here comes Best. Left it short.
And I know we talk so much about that big three. It was on the papers. That's the whole team, Zach.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole team.
I agree.
This team is very complete.
I agree. Very deep, too. Look at Harris. She's another player off the bench. Look at Harris all the way to the cup. Not this time. Got her own miss, and she's fouled. I've been impressed by her. And she's coming off the bench, only spelling the starters at times.
Going into the tournament is gonna be tough going down there. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's not a cakewalk for sure. It's not a cakewalk. But as you the Cougars, you don't let this game knock your confidence down. You still got the remainder of the season left. Then you know what seed you could get. You might get that seed, that 5th or that 6th seed. But you don't want the last seed at all. You don't want the last seed. You don't want to go to travel to someone else's house.
So Harrison knocks in a couple. Yeah, you're right. Cougars have 4 games left, so I think at all times you've got to have a quick memory and just, cancel this one out of your mind and get ready for the next one. They're going to have 2 against Greensboro coming up and then 2 against Mary Baldwin. Next time out, they'll be right here against Greensboro as Demi Case hits a 3. So just next week, we'll have one against Greensboro. Chance for them to redeem themselves.
And keep this stuff in tournament talk.
It'll be a doubleheader, actually, on the 19th.
The men's are back as well?
Yep.
All right.
They'll be in the first game of 2. That'll be next Friday. Have some doubleheader action for you from the Grant Center.
Ain't nothing like college hoops on a Friday.
Nothing like it. Of course, you got the men will play in that first game. They also will play against Greensboro at 4:30. Look at Harrison working on the offensive glass.
I want to believe Greensboro played today as well. I'm not sure they won or lost. I know they played today.
On the men's side, you mean?
I believe so.
Okay. 20-point lead right now as NC Wesleyan has opened that big lead up here in the second half. Case. Cougars still can pull a lot of positive things, I think, out of this, Chris. They played really, really well in the first half. They went toe-to-toe with the top team in the conference.
Definitely. You force a top team in your conference to switch their whole game plan up going to the second half. So, like I said again, the Cougars should not feel some type of way about this loss. Well, I ain't gonna say loss. They should feel no type of way about this game. But definitely, in my opinion, if the tournament does start and the Cougars have to play the Battling Bishops again, I put money on the Cougars. You played them twice, you know what to expect.
Right.
Just gotta be more aggressive than them. In my opinion, that's how I see it.
I think if they do meet again, there has to be a concerted effort by the Cougars to know how they're going to deal with the pressure. And I don't mean pressure in the figurative sense. I mean in the literal sense. The pressure in the backcourt that they apply, you're going to have ball handlers who can break it, because you can't give them easy opportunities, and those turnovers create easy opportunities on the other end.
You're right. Definitely the double team. The double teams from the Battling Bishops did throw the Cougars off in the first half, and it did again in the third. It did again in the third a little bit. That's what kind of got the Battling Bishops to where they at now, and they got back to their regular game plan.
Exactly.
But in my opinion, I feel like you do the same thing. You put what they doing to you on them. Like you said, get them to taste their own medicine, see how they can handle the pressure.
Deanna Adams made that shot a moment ago. Push the lead to 22.
She threw it like a football. Wait a minute now.
There's Adams again. Back-to-back hoops.
Watch you throw the ball like that.
How about that? That's a freshman, Chris. Deanna Adams, freshman guard, 5'5" for Middlesex. She's got a couple hoops just like that. This is a deep roster. Case. Thought about triggering it.
No cap, Zach. This roster is very deep. That's a problem, Zach. You don't have rosters that's deep like that.
Pate got that bucket for the Cougars a moment ago. How about that? Another one. Back-to-back hoops for Deanna Adams.
Listen here, Zach.
Case. Nope.
If the Battling Bishops don't win the tournament, I will be surprised. I know I said I got the Cougars beating them. That's my opinion. I have the Cougars beating them if they meet again. But if they don't meet the Cougars, the Battling Bishops have, in my opinion, they have it. It's hard to, like you said, they got depth, so it's hard to compete with them. And I think you said in the first half, you could take away one good player from the big three, but you got two more.
Mm-hmm.
That don't work. Then you got somebody coming off the bench getting the bucket. So it's like, it's kind of hard.
They're certainly going to be a factor, a force to be reckoned with.
Especially if they keep that first place. Like, they looking at, you got to come to our house. It's no really. It's like they don't have to travel or nothing. It's like you come to us. So
they're going to have that home court advantage.
Yeah, you don't want that.
And here this afternoon, a strong second half. And they take this one 69-45. And they came in winning 7 in a row, Chris. They pushed that to 8 in a row.
10-1.
10-1 overall, and again, that only loss against a D1 school. So they just continue on the winning ways. The Cougars going to have to go back to the drawing board here. They've still won 4 of their last 6. I think they have a lot to build on, as we talked about at various points, especially in that first half. A lot of positive things that they can go back and say that they did really well against a top team.
Definitely. Oh, definitely. I just feel like the Cougars just come out being aggressive. Cause that's what threw the Battling Bishops off. I don't think they expected the Cougars to come off being so aggressive, attacking them and like fighting for the ball. So just be more aggressive and just play smart and don't get frustrated, in my opinion.
You know what? You got to give the Battling Bishops some credit too, because Cam Lunsford was absolutely phenomenal in that first half. Had 14 points. They held her down in the second half, only with 3 points to finish with 17. So I think it goes back to that defense, Chris, and you hit on it a few times there in that second half. They just needed a few spurts where they were able to force some turnovers, go on some runs, and that's enough when you're a really good team like NC Wesleyan.
No cap.
So again here the final 69-45, and NC Wesleyan moves to 9-1 and 7-0 in the USA South. 4-5 the Cougars fall to, and 4-5 overall in the USA South.
We back in the G-Center, is that?
We'll be back here on the 19th of February for that doubleheader.
All right,
We're ready to rock and roll. Yep.
All right.
The men will be the first game of 2, and the women will be on the nightcap. So for Crispin Jackson, for Blake Jenkins, who was with us earlier, I'm Zach Humphrey saying so long until next time. Happy Valentine's Day.
Being a student athlete here has definitely pushed me to do things that I have not been able to do in the past. Because of my team, I have opened up more socially, and they have pushed me to be a better athlete and a better student. And I wouldn't be